whiteboard section.
Yeah, you were one of the first one, so thank you.
Now, are you planning on doing any sort of activities to generate some more templates, maybe some public events where you invite people that are playing in the space when it comes to making whiteboards or making templates and encouraging them to kind of donate to the library?
We are working on we have, like Sylvain said, we are discussing with maybe 20 facilitators for the moment, and they are going to add more board. But yes, we are working on maybe special event. Maybe we can launch a challenge. Okay, to maybe 20 facilitators and say, okay, make the best template for design sprint or for another workshop. But we are trying to work on this challenge to add more and more boards. Okay.
Yeah, and Sandy, what's the effort that Jodeau, Figma, and Laura are doing with their experimentation? Do you remember what that is? They're doing something where they're actually going through different design thinking exercises, but they're using different templates to do that with.
The exploration tribe.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you talked with them before?
Yeah. We had an exchange with Mehmet, and we are working with him, and we will see if we can work with them to add it. But we are in discussion about that. But okay, I really like their initiative. It's very interesting because every week they are making one event, and they are exploring one template and one Canva. And I don't remember the last one, but one of the first was the personal branding Canva. And it's very interesting. It's very interesting to explore Canva with them.
So I'm currently showcasing the board library, and it has different templates here. It's got the different kind of categories that we see up at the top. From where it is right now with the different resources that are here, where do you see this growing? I mean, how do you see the board evolving in the next 3 to 6 months?
I think we don't have a number, but like we really want. At the moment, we are going to. For the moment, we have like 200 board, but we really want to work on the quality of the boards to make highlights on the best facilitator. For the moment, we have every board, but we are going to work on the platform to promote the most useful board or the most the best board, and to highlight everything on that.
The difficulties in the next way is to be connecting with all the community in the facilitation world, because you maybe facilitate design sprint, and we are very close of the design sprint community today, but we maybe people who facilitate agile workshop or work more on development side. We need to connect and invite them and create a challenge or even, like you say, a discussion to help them to understand what is our role, what we want to defend today, and contribute more on the platform. So the goal is to all always had some templates, but like Jeremy said, it's very important. That's why we contact first experts or facilitators who are passionate by the facilitation of workshop to keep or discuss about how this platform can be can have a quantity, lots of workshops, and maintain a certain quality in the content to help and just not to promote a little work, but help and inspire other facilitators. You know how it's complicated today. The content is very, how to say, it's little different between workshops. Lots of people contribute and give their whiteboard template link, but they don't describe the contents or give some other information about the workshop. So we need to work on that, invite or find solutions to share more about the skills, about the facilitators tips, like we love to say today, to continue to improve the platform and facilitators. So I don't know what the quantity is very important in the next week. It's more the quality and how maybe just how to say important template, like, you know, it's very a trend, trend template, like Lightning Decision Jam. Today it's a template that lots of facilitators use today, and maybe propose a consistent content to help facilitators to realize a good Lightning Decision Jam can be I don't know, more important than have 15 templates of Lightning Decision Jam, you know. So it's we need to build that and improve the quantity, obviously, but the quality first, I think.
Yeah. Yes, and to conclude, if you do you know Dribble for the UX designer, or for designer? Do you use it?
Which one?
Oh,
Dribble.
Dribble or Up Labs.
Oh, Dribble.
For example,
yeah.
You know.
Whenever I'm adding people on LinkedIn, I see Dribble all the time. But since I'm not a native designer, then I don't use it all the time.
Okay. Yeah. So Dribble is a reference for designer, and we are ambitious is to become the Dribble for facilitator for that. To have the same quality of that.
I think I mentioned that when I was talking with you, and it actually reminds me of Dribble or like Behance, like that kind of thing, but more for facilitators.
Yeah. Exactly.
One of the people that's currently viewing our Zoomcast is Oliver Lardy. So he's a consultant and founder of Contexto. I figured I might as well kind of feature one of the ones that he's put in here, because it looks like he's done one in French for Lightning Decision Jam.
Yeah, exactly.
So let's go ahead and visit this while we can. So keep talking. I didn't mean to interrupt. I just wanted to point that out.
Perfect. That's very interesting to. We have two communities today, or not community, but we talk with a French facilitator, and you talk about style before, about facilitators, and the language is very important in facilitation. We talk with people from Peru, Brazil, and other, and lots of people ask us to share and to share workshops in their native language. So even in the English is maybe help all the facilitators to understand the template. Some facilitators looking for don't know how do you say in English the French or the native language remote workshops to win to save time in their preparation.
Got it. Could you see, like I was looking at the detail pages of these, all the ones are from Sandy Lam, you know, that person that we were currently also talking to. I didn't even know there was a light mode.
Thank you, Sandy.
There's things in here where you dig and it's like, really, she did this one? Do you foresee some time in the future where you marry video with these canvases or with these murals so that it's not just the link to the person, but it's also a small introduction? Like Sandy's done this a couple of times with some of her templates where she walks through the different sections and what they're for. So there could be a link to kind of explain how to use the canvas beyond just what it's here, so that there's there could be that. I'm suggesting it because I could see it actually helping a user adoption. I mean, what do you think of that idea?
You can also, if you want, the video is a great idea. We discussed about that with Sandy. Benjamin love the way to maybe promote, explain his workshop in video. So we need to work on that. And maybe it's a better idea that people, facilitators, maybe love more to explain and create video than just explain the remote workshop in text. Maybe, I don't know, but it's a good idea, and I think it works in Miroverse or MURAL library. So it's an idea that we think about today.
Or it could even be like tutorials how to build the templates themselves, or workshops how to teach people.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, is that if they had generated, if they would do something even monthly, where it's like a Bordel get together of some type, or a Bordel event, where it's like we have these three main categories of templates. You can do a show and tell where people bring what they've done in the past, and then you can have like kind of like a vote to see like what makes sense. You can adopt all three, like a top three, and then use that in social media to feature not only the Bordel.io brand, but also these practitioners who are working on this. So that's a bit of a promotion for them. But all in all, it just basically helps to build the library out. So that could be one of those community promotions where people become more aware of the resource. So, and I'm, by the way, I'm up on I'm featuring the medium.com article you wrote, Sylvain, on July 9th about why you launched it in the first place. And I'll go ahead and put this in the chat as well as in YouTube so people can check this out at their own time. And I'll go back to the main website in just a second.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you. Yeah, it's born by the first project, MyDesignSprint.io, and with the testing of the alpha version of MyDesignSprint. Lots of facilitators, with the coronavirus, lots of facilitators facilitate with whiteboard tools and spend a lot of time to prepare their workshop, their remote workshop. After that, we saw that people love our workshop library in MyDesignSprint.io, and we saw that lots of facilitators share their stuff in LinkedIn, in Medium, and whiteboard library like Miroverse or Mural, like you said before. And after to discuss about all of that, we realized that we need to create a single platform to maybe aggregate all this information and help facilitator to find more easier something to help them in their preparation of remote workshop.
Could you see Bortle someday collaborating with either Mural or Miro with Miro with their Miroverse and Mural with their repository, in being able to use what you've done here as a way of sifting through their libraries as well? So you have Bortle's library here that people can basically search through back at this particular site. And I'll go back a little bit. So you have a different way of searching all the different boards that you have here. But could you see Bortle kind of connecting with on an API with either Miro or Miro to kind of sort through their particular libraries as well?
Yeah, totally.
It could be very interesting, and it's only the beginning of the library, and we are going to work more and more with everyone, with all the facilitator to add more feature on this website. But yes, it could be very interesting to have access to all the Miroverse board and everything. So yes.
Our goal is to create a link between all the platform and all the stuff that facilitators use. Like a UX designer maybe work one day with Sketch and another day with Photoshop and other days with Figma. Facilitators can work with Miro, MURAL, and tomorrow maybe Figma, or I think Envision launched his platform too. So the goal of Bortle.io is create a link and between all these platforms and help facilitators to find stuff whenever the tool they use, So create be connected, more connected with this tool will be very, very, very cool, very nice.
So what, between the two of you, what are your top, what's your top 3 boards that you really like on here? So Jeremy, I'll start with you. What are 3 boards that you would like to feature that you think are really good whiteboards to kind of start with or look at here?
Warning, there are Sandy. Sandy. Maybe 3 of Sandy, I think.
Seriously, I think to be honest, the team canvas from Sandy. It was because it was not only for the Canva, but more for the design, because I was working on a whiteboard for a workshop for a customer, because I am a consultant too. So, and I was okay. I didn't. I had some difficulty to place all the workshop and all the space in my whiteboard, and I saw Sandy just post the whiteboard on LinkedIn, and I had a quick view, and I saw how it was clear to put the element in the center and all the workshop outside of the center, and it was okay. It's a nice way to present a whiteboard. And so yes, this one was it's one of my preferred. And after I have to have a little bit. I really like this one for sure. I like one of the last, but it's in French. But I like the template from Carole Lomé, because it's all energizer for it's for to begin some a good workshops. It's not very complicated, but it's a great resource to energize a workshop for that.
Jeremy, I have it up on the screen. I mean, which one should I pick here that you're talking about?
I don't know. I like the filling
The
card.
Dixit card, yeah.
Yeah, or the Dixit card is good. It's really nice because
Card
yes,
Dixit, yeah.
yes, is this one.
She used a material, physics cards, and they transfer in remote workshop and facilitate with this card in remote. I think it's
it's a game I used to play, and a lot of people, maybe more in French, but a lot of people are used to play with this game, and it's a good energizer to begin a workshop for that.
So there's a whole bunch of different images here, and I'm assuming the game is something where you tell a story about what you're seeing?
Yeah. No, you use the card to start to tell something, so you can use it and start to tell about tell a story about. It depends on the questions. It can be in agile workshop. You can use it to maybe explain the mood or pick a card to explain what is your feeling in this week or something like that. It depends on the questions and it's just cards to launch a discussion or create a storytelling about what is your feeling or what do you want to improve and so on.
And Carol created all of these? Did she draw all these out?
No. Dixit cards is a card that exists today, but and she used it to help facilitators to use this card in remote. So I think it's a great sharing to help facilitators to continue to facilitate this workshop even in remote.
Yes.
Interesting.
And my third board prefer, it's all the board we are going to add in the next week.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Just a suggestion here, maybe you can also add another filter for languages. I think that could be an advantage for some people.
I think if you go
English. We just add the field in the board yesterday. So yes, now you have the language in the board, so you can go on one of the board and you can see if it's French, or you can just go down and in the here you have the English or French. Awesome. So yes, I add it yesterday.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are so fast. I remember last time I was just commenting one thing, and then like a few seconds later, it's like, it's done.
And look who's taking the top 2 spots in terms of likes. How is that possible? Somebody gamed the system before our little show here.
No.
It was me keep clicking on the like.
So 6 different browsers: Brave and
Safari
and Firefox, and
no, you can
using different ones.
You have only 1 like per person.
Sandy's got the most likes on the board. We're saying that she basically took some time about 2 hours before we did our broadcast and went into different browsers and gave herself her own likes, knowing that we would eventually click on like, so that she can be, oh, well, I'm very popular and my board's all amazing, right? And there's Chris Callahan, who I know, who's also really versed in UX and Nielsen Norman, I believe. So his prototyping planning mural is something that I've looked at and referenced for my work as well. So that's really good. I haven't seen the team alignment workshop yet. I'm on Scrum Puzzle, so I'm going to go into the team alignment workshop and see what this is all about, because it looks like it's got a path, all sorts of stuff.
After to discuss with facilitator, we discover, like you say before, the style of each facilitator, and with remote workshop, it's the facilitators design, or how do you say, let their creativity free. I don't know in English, but they are more creative in the design and the way that they create the board. They use some image and stuff, some icons, some yeah, there are a lot of ideas that they can put on their template. And the last facilitator that I interviewed, she explained me that they use the film to animate workshops, like Pirates des Caribes, Pirates of the Caribbean. I don't know English, yeah. But she used the storytelling on the film storytelling or the book storytelling to maybe engage more people in their workshop, in her workshop. And she used a lot of image, video, and icons to help people to immerse themselves in the workshop. And that's why we create Bordel.io too, because we think there are more creativity and graphic stuff in workshop now, and it's important to share that and help facilitators to use this tool to win to save engagement of the participants in workshop.
I really think you both ought to start adapting what Sandy posted before about Gary Vee's content strategy with this stuff, because I mean, I could see you literally blitzing social media with all of this in a way that promotes the original author of who did it. And you could literally in LinkedIn or Instagram or any other social media, like do the photo collage and show all of the different features here, all the different views. Make sure you link to the person's name and their company, and then linking it back to Bordel so that if they want the resource, it's there. But I mean, especially with the amount of likes that some of these get, I mean, it's literally an invitation to just showcase this, like putting Sandy Lam on the map, Chris Callahan, Bigger Picture, Agileverse, X-Plane, the whole shot. It's literally like you could take every month, you could basically, you can even outsource this to somebody who's really good at it and say, okay, put this across all platforms. So you're talking about Pinterest would be an amazing place. Twitter, maybe not so much today or the next week after what happened with them, because they got severely hacked on the API level. But Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok would be bonkers for this stuff. If there's nobody putting up whiteboard like template images, and if you just use their platform to kind of showcase what kind of stuff you have on Bordel and make a link in TikTok, that would be amazing. Yeah, I know you guys are strapped for time, but I could easily see this being like, it's so visual that you could literally utilize the medium to draw people in to kind of check out some of this work. And it would benefit the original authors as well. I'm sure Sandy Lam isn't starved for attention for her work, and same with Chris Callahan and anybody else. So I'm just putting that out there. It's like, as soon as I saw like the bigger picture one, I was like, geez, you could literally like take frames of this and like build an entire collage, spit that out on different platforms, and just watch the analytics as things come in. It would be amazing. So yeah. you have that to do for the next month. Drop everything that you're doing and just do that. I'm kidding. But yeah, I mean, if you really want to spread the use and awareness of this board, that's a no-brainer in my mind. But Sandy can set me straight if I'm going off on a tangent, which I think I am.
Well, they already promote the original author. Like, I mean, I was already on the first newsletter, so I think they just have to bring it to even more public.
Yeah,
I think
they gotta flex their social media muscle, and the newsletter is like it's like a predefined kind of audience, which is great, but you gotta start shouting to the high hills about this.
But I think you guys actually also promote your newsletter on social media, right? If I remember correctly, I think I saw the post of that. But I think like what actually would make it really effective is something that like Robert does it quite often, is like screenshotting parts of the Miro and then put it out there like that. It becomes much more visual. I think people really liked it. I think the team canvas, like he promoted that. And then I thought I would also do that for my own. And then having the thinking that it wouldn't really be so popular post because he already did it. But then even though both of us did it, it was like both of our posts was like really like got a lot of attention. So yeah, I think people like that.
Because we have different audiences. You and I have different people that cater to our content, and we don't control the algorithm on the social media side. Like for LinkedIn, they do all of that. All we really do is put the posts up, and then depending on the activity around that content, the algorithm just kicks in. So you could spit out 30, 40, 50 pieces of content in like 2 days. And you may saturate some people that know your stuff, but LinkedIn tends to balance it pretty well. So you could throw as much stuff as you want into that space, but LinkedIn will wait a couple of days before it shows somebody else who logs in like 2 or 3 times a day. Will show a new image by Bortle that says, here's this. Here's the prototype planning mural by Chris Callahan. Here's the Scrum puzzle by Agileverse. And you can put the highlighted features on there of the images. And once you get the pillar content going, the entire effort, if you start to know the rhythm, takes a little less than 30 minutes overall, for me anyway. So it might take at first an hour, but once you get into the rhythm of things and you just do it straight to the platform, I mean, it's the efforts compound over time, and the long-term benefits are really, really good. And if you ever want to learn this stuff, maybe that's what we should do, Sandy. That at some point when we get a breather and before the end of the year, we should actually do and some sort of like dual workshop on how to do pillar content and promoting it, and basically splicing and dicing different types of content for this. Because I feel like even though the knowledge is out there, people just don't know how to do it. And it's like we could almost do a live workshop and like, okay, you have this, here's how you piece it together and make it work.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're sorry, Jeremy. I was like, like, oh, this is how we could do it. For some reason I'm in my marketing hat, but I'm sorry to both of you. So anyway.
No, it's quite complicated because we are only 2 for the moment, and we have so many things to do, and we have to promote, we have to build, we have to develop all the feature, and it's too many things to do, and it's quite stressful for both of us. But yes, we need to keep advice from everyone, and we are working hard to promote this tool. So yes, it's only the beginning.
Yeah, it's just in the beginning. I'm going 4 or 5 steps ahead, so I apologize. But it begs the question: who would the both of you love to work with in the future? Like if you were to talk to particular companies or particular people that you would like to partner with to kind of evolve Bortle as it's going along, who would you most want to kind of spend time with?
Spend more time in the project.
Yeah. So if you were to kind of collaborate with other people on Bortle in terms of growing its library and putting more templates in and kind of seeing where it can go, who would you want to kind of partner with or collaborate with, either on the company side or the individual side?
It's a very good question. We didn't think about that. I think, Jeremy, have you got an answer of that?
No, I don't have idea, but we are, I think, more in the best individual one, because we would prefer we want to promote a facilitator or the skill of a facilitator. So I don't know. I think yes, facilitator.
it's easier to speak on facilitators today. We interview manager of a consultant company, for example, and we talk with a company today, but yes, it's more individual today. We don't think we never think to develop how do you say, a vision of company. So it's we need to think about that. It can be a good idea, but we speak with individual facilitators. We interview individual facilitators. So at the beginning, it's more to promote each facilitator, not company today.
By the way, I got an update from Olivier Lardy. He says he's at a Gypsy concert, but he says regarding his experience with Benjamin, that as Durant that he had worked with on the two that I'm featuring here, he says he liked to design a template both for a specific challenge. With Benjamin, we try to build an experience with a story and graphic universe for each template on Boardle, and they also like to add music too. So they have an interest in kind of not only promoting themselves, but making sure that whatever they put on your site is going to be something that people are going to want. So Sandy, do you have any other questions for either Benjamin or Sylvain? Anything that you want to talk about with them?
For who?
For the people we're talking to on this particular show. Otherwise, you can just say
I think you said Benjamin.
Oh, sorry. Olivier, Benjamin, everybody. If you want to ask anybody a question, sorry, Jeremy and Sylvain. Sorry.
No, I don't really have any specific questions to say. Just would like to see how this is going. Maybe, well, one question would be like, how are you thinking to generate income from here? I guess. I mean, I can't believe but like I don't think that it's supposed to be like free forever kind of thing, right?
We are, to be honest, we need to make some income because we spend a lot of time on it, and we are going to do that. But for the moment, we don't know, and we are working with different facilitators to build something. We really want to help facilitator and to make more business for facilitator to be a business provider. So we don't know exactly for the moment how to do that, and we are discussing with different facilitator to get their experience and to know what they really want, but we don't know for the moment. We will see in 1 month or 2 months, but for the moment we don't know for the moment.
Facilitators share with us ideas of model revenue, and it's very interesting to discover that facilitators speak easily to how to help to maybe find model revenue in this platform. They are easy with that. So we want to test different things in next week. So maybe stay tuned because there are lots of things to come in the next week. But the final revenue model is not defined today. The only thing that we want to maybe keep is to we want to the platform to see or use the templates. We don't think this platform facilitators have to pay to access to this content. So we need to think about some things around this platform or services, next services, services with this platform that facilitators can pay. but yes, like business provider, for example, create connection between company and facilitator.
So no, I know that WordPress and other companies for a long time have had dimensions of their business where they've integrated their product in, where you can purchase whole WordPress like kind of templates and things of that nature, where you can depending on what you need, whether it's e-commerce or other things, you can kind of purchase those wholesale. So at the same time, you could have people basically building custom Mural and Miro templates for the idea that there's some sort of monetary compensation involved. But again, you would have to kind of figure out the particulars, and that's further down the road. But that is an option.
The other
thing,
it's an idea that facilitators share with us, already shared us.
It could also be something where it's by request. So if you have a request board for people to make certain templates, and then there's a certain cost involved with what they're thinking about investing into, that could be an opportunity for different people to say, okay, well, I'm kind of specialized in this. Then the byproduct of it is that the person gets first dibs on what they're creating, and then if other people want to, it's a different pricing tier. But I guess it just all depends. You would have to kind of like venture out and see where it goes. By the way, Daniela Paradis had a question, said, have you thought about bringing facilitators together to tackle challenges for the private and public sectors?
It's a good idea, but it's a good idea about that. But for the moment, we are working on make connection between facilitator, and we didn't think about connection between customer and everything. But yes, if we can do, and if a customer come and say, okay, we have a challenge and we need some facilitator, for sure we will make some challenge for that. It will be a pleasure to do that. But for the moment, we don't. It's only the beginning, so yes.
Okay. So as a final shout out, is there, besides Boardle.io, is there anything else that folks that are listening and watching should check out to kind of get updates on what you're doing? You have your newsletter, correct? You can sign up for your newsletter right there on Boardle. Are there any other places that they should check out?
LinkedIn.
On the homepage, on LinkedIn.
Yes.
Okay.
And you have to come back because we are going to have more and more board for the next week. So yes, just come back.
So basically the beards that you both are sporting, these are in your inception beards. It's like your startup beard. And then like 6 months, you're going to have this like full dome kind of thing, like goes back like this. You may have a beanie hat and be like, yes, everything is going well. And then when you do redesign, everything shaves off.
I love how guys can take all kinds of opportunities to grow their beard, so then you don't have to.
Yeah. For the record, I look horrible in any kind of facial hair. I've tried so many different variations and it just doesn't work. It either adds 20 years, or I'm a creep, or I look 40 years older than I am, and it just doesn't work. So I'm glad you two can basically sport them with pride and be thoroughly comfortable in your beardness. For me, I can't do it. So
I am in holiday, so I don't have the time to shave it.
It's perfectly fine. I didn't want to know the rationale. I was just projecting like, oh, they don't shave until their work is done with Boardle, and then when they're done, they hold up a toss of a favorite beverage, and they're clean shaven. It's like, we're on to the next one. So just a thought.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jeremy and Sylvain, thank you very much for coming on Remotely Interesting. Really appreciate you talking about the board. For everyone else that's been listening and watching in, again, it's Boardle, BOARDLE.io. You can check out all of their templates there. It's a library that's growing. You can check out all the favorites. You can see things in English and French. You can learn French while you're there if you're an English speaker and want to know more about it. But do sign up for the newsletter if you want updates to what they're doing. And Sandy Lam, you want to give the final word or anything else I missed?
No, we are good.
We're good? Okay.
Thumbs up.
All right, everybody. Thank you very much for tuning in.
Thank you very much.
Sylvain, you have a good rest of the day and the weekend. And we'll see you next week for something new. Can't tell what it is. It's going to be fun, though. All right. Take care. Talk to y'all later.
Thank you very much.
Take
Thank
care.
you.
Okay.
Thank you very
Bye-bye.
much. Bye.
Bye.